everybody. Thank you for joining me. I am Yohnee Moode, and this is a Yohnee Moode Moments. I am shooting outside today because it's beautiful. The weather is perfect. It's not too hot. I'm not typically an outdoors person, but today is literally perfect. All right, so we're going to get right into this video. This video is called My Favorite Quotes. It's going to be fun because, first of all, I love quotes. Love them. And I love to find good ones. And so I'm going to share with you today what 5 of my favorite quotes are. All right. So number 1 is by T.D. Jakes. Well, I heard it from him, and so I'm going to credit him with it because he's who I heard it from. But so if it's from somebody else, no shade, no disrespect meant. Here we go. And it says, don't let your gifts take you where your character can't keep you. Again, don't let your gifts take you where your character can't keep you. Let me tell you something. There are so many things I could say about this. But for me, I love it because we see in this world, not just in the church, but in many institutions of power, or prestige, or many platforms and stages, we see people get there due to their gifts and talents. Their gifts and talents take them to that place, but then later they fall or things happen because their character was not in a place to keep them there permanently. And it doesn't mean that people have to be perfect. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that I think that if we would self-police more, if we would look at ourselves and not get distracted by fame and fortune or a platform, we could actually make the decision on whether or not we're ready for a position like that. But a lot of times we get blinded by the lights and the flash, and we say, ooh, we're going to get to be here, we're going to get money, people are going to get to hear me, they're going to get to see me, and we don't self-police. We don't look at ourselves, self-examination, to say, am I ready for this? Because one of the things we have to recognize, we can't ignore that the world will set us up for failure. A lot of times the world will boost us up, people will boost us up knowing that they already know stuff. They already have an idea of what they think we are, who they think we are. And they will boost us up just so they can see us fall. There are people, unfortunately, who enjoy lifting people up so that they can see them fall. They enjoy boosting people up on high horses so they can see them when they fall off. They say the higher the stage, the harder the fall. And unfortunately, we can't rely on other people to protect us in that way. We have to protect ourselves. We have to be honest enough. First of all, we have to not be money hungry and fame hungry enough to honestly look at ourselves to say, okay, is my character in a position to keep me in this place should I get there? You know what I mean? Is my character shady? Am I shady? If I'm married, am I still cheating? Do I still have a wandering eye? Am I still DMing other women? Am I still clubbing and going to places I know I don't have any business going? Am I still doing things that I know that is going to look a particular way if people find out? Is my character in a place where I'm even ready and willing to try to be any type of role model? Because here's the thing. When you take the stage, you automatically take on the responsibility. I hear a lot of people say, I never wanted to be a role model. Well, guess what? It's going to happen. It comes with the platform. It comes with the stage. And so in avoiding the embarrassment of the fall, I think, and this is my opinion, okay? I think we do ourselves a disservice by not policing ourselves, by not examining ourselves and saying, you know what, I might not quite be ready for that. Doesn't mean you're not talented. It doesn't mean you're not called. It doesn't mean you're not gifted. It just means you're not ready. All right, quote number 2 is by Martin Luther King, and it says, faith is like taking the first step without seeing the entire staircase. I love that, because that is what faith is. And the body of Christ, in the body of Christ, we have to understand that the Bible says the just shall live by faith. That's how we live. We live by faith. We don't live by sight. We don't live by our senses. And so faith is, it says in Hebrews, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So when Martin Luther King said that faith is like taking the first stair without seeing the whole staircase, yes, not seen, those things not seen. Where you're on the staircase and it's dark, you can't see the rest of it. You know that you're on a step, and you're hoping that when you go to take the next step, that it's there, that it's an actual staircase that you can rely on. So I thought that was a really good simile, I guess it would be, because it is using the words like or as. Please excuse the noise. I'm outside, so I'm near an airport, so there's planes going by, and there's a highway back there, so trucks are loud and all that. So hopefully I'm talking loud enough. If not, when I edit the video, I will try my best to boost the volume. Okay? All right, number 3, Edmund Burke said that evil flourishes when good men do nothing. Evil flourishes when good men do nothing. I love that one also. You know why? Because it also puts focus on not just the evildoers, but on the so-called good people who stand by and watch it happen. The good people who tweet about it, who gossip about it, who complain about all the evil things that are going on, but never lift a finger to do anything about any situation. This says that it's not just on the evildoers. Of course, the number one blame goes on them. You know, primary blame goes on the evildoer themselves. But the other people, the so-called good people, also share in that blame. It's not the same percentage, okay? But we share in that blame also, because I consider myself a good person when I don't try to do anything about it. When I just watch it. When we just watch it. We complain about it. We tweet about it. We gossip about it. We stereotype people and places about it instead of lifting our hands to do something about it. Not everybody can do something about every situation. But you can do something about some situations. Or how about just a situation, a single solitary situation? That is a challenge, not just to you, but to also myself. Let's do more doing, more action than talking, complaining. All right. Number 4, Vincent Van Gogh said, I put my heart and my soul into my work, and I have lost my mind in the process. I put my heart and soul into my work and have lost my mind in the process. Let me tell you why I love it. Not because I want to lose my mind. And by the way, I think they say that Vincent Van Gogh was like truly mentally ill. Yeah, that's not what I mean by this. But I'm speaking metaphorically. I want to have that kind of passion about the things that I'm doing, about my missions, my calling, my gifts, my talents, those things that, you know, God put me on this earth to do, those things He assigned to me. I want to be so passionate about them that I put everything into them, that to the point where I don't let my mind. To lose my mind metaphorically means to lose the limitations that our minds can put on us. To lose the boxes that the world and ourselves, that we put ourselves in, or that other people put us in. That is what I want. My goal is to put all of me, everything, my heart, my soul, into what God has gifted me to do, assigned me to do, and to lose the limitations of my mind. Yes. All right. And then finally, Plato said, we can easily forgive a child who is afraid of the dark. The real tragedy of life is when men are afraid of the light. I'm going to say that again. Plato said, we can easily forgive a child who is afraid of the dark, but the real tragedy of life is when men or adults or grown-ups are afraid of the light. Wow. So let's talk about that. Why can we forgive a child who's afraid of the dark? Because one, the dark represents the unknown. And as children, there are lots of things that they don't know because they're children. They're immature. They have not lived life. And so there are things they don't know about. And so that unknown, that unknownness, that lack of knowing can create fear. So within immaturity, there is darkness. And darkness can create fear. But you can understand that in children. However, when it comes to men, adults, mature people, people who are supposed to be mature, men and women, it is sad and it is tragic that you have mature people who are then afraid of the truth. The truth is often represented by light. There are people who live their entire lives running from the truth, mainly the truth of who they are. The truth of who they are and the things that they need to change, the things in their lives that need to be altered in order for them to live a more victorious life. They would rather live in defeat, live in darkness, than to face the truth of themselves, the truth about the things that they need to change. And that is a real tragedy of life. Because the hope of every human being, every soul, should be to be able to face who you really are. Not so that you can stay the same, but so that you can change, so that you can get better. The enlightenment should be sought after so that we can be better people, so that we can love people better, so that we can be better examples to the world. All right, that's it. My favorite quotes, my top 5 favorite quotes. There are many, many more, trust me. But that's it for today. Please comment below. Let me know what your favorite quote is. Any questions that you have about any of these, please feel free to ask. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so below. Turn on your notifications so I can let you know what's coming next. And until next time, have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you.